Hey, have you guys ever just really wanted to see Jaws, but not Jaws, but also 27 meters down, but not 27 meters down? Because instead of sharks, we're gonna just throw some crocodiles at you. Yep. And that's why Crawl's a movie that exists. Crawl, I saw it. Was pretty good. I actually genuinely liked a lot of it. I thought the acting was really solid. I really like the protagonists. I thought the guy was super funny. He kind of had this demeanor as if he was someone from Florida, which is where this movie is based. And I thought that was really funny. Kind of like he was very chill with the alligators at first, because there are a lot of alligators in Florida. It's just a fact. Everyone knows, it's kind of fine. I also liked the female protagonist a lot too. She was really good. She had a lot of really realistic moments. Sure, a lot of this movie was corny, but I think that was the charm. She had some funny moments, but she was mainly just like, stereotypical, horror movie hero, except for she had some moments where she was actually, getting emotional about the intensity of the situation. And I was like, whoa, that feels pretty realistic. That doesn't feel like, a stupid cliche horror movie like being scared and crying. It's like, yeah, I'd be like that in that situation probably. I mean, I'm a wuss. I'm not that cool. That was all really good. I thought a lot of the camera angles and direction, a lot of the way the camera moved and interesting shots that they had were really cool. There was a lot of stuff like that. A lot of it was really corny, but a lot of it was really cool. There was a part where there was a lightning flash, and then all of a sudden an alligator just showed up out of nowhere, and I thought that was really lame, but also really cool. Goodness gracious, did they do good making it look like it was a hurricane situation. That was like the most realistic hurricane storm disaster type of setting I've ever seen, and it made me feel like it was actually going on outside. At the end of the movie, I walked out of the theater and was like, oh yeah, it's not raining and having a terrible tundra here right now. And I'm glad that movie gave me that kind of vibe. It felt really cool. This movie also was pretty ironically good, so it was like a lot of corny bad stuff to it, but mainly about just kind of the cheesiness of the plot. Some of the dialogue was a little lame. The big problem was the CGI alligators kind of looked pretty bad for a lot of it. It got a lot better when they were in water, but when they were out of water, goodness gracious, it looked horrid. I think that what would have helped the movie is if they just straight off didn't have them outside of the water ever. I mean, I know they can be, but it doesn't mean they have to be, Water really covered a lot of the bad aspects. Yeah, and this movie has a very similar thing to Venom. I've never reviewed Venom, but the way I describe Venom is that half of it is good unironically, and then the other half of it is good ironically, but they're interspliced. So that means it will literally go from moment to moment, sometimes even from shot to shot, to really good legitimately, and then really bad, but so bad it's kind of good. Like, there's a moment in this where there are alligator eggs. That's really bad. I really hated it. It was kind of awful. But then literally 10 minutes later, they had a really cool shot that was overhead, showing a bathtub and a room, both of which were full of water, as the cool, awesome female protagonist did some weird spin move and got the alligator in the bathtub somehow and locked him in there. I mean, what is going on here? This is awesome. So there's stuff like that, and then there's awful stuff like seeing these weird, ugly CGI poops walking around. But other than that, I really thought this was a good movie, and it was a really good watch. Also, on the side, the director was very Sam Raimi-y. I don't know who the director was, but he definitely felt like he could be another Sam Raimi, or this generation's Sam Raimi. Yeah, so if you want to see a really interesting movie that's kind of fun, pretty good, and actually super cool, just with some bad CGI that they might not have really been able to control, then go watch 47 Meters Down. There's a sequel coming.